What's up, my guys, and welcome back to the show, the Wrasslin Report Card. I'm your host, Cody, and y'all know what time of the year it is. It's draft week, baby. We got the NFL draft still going on tonight. Shout out to my Pittsburgh Steelers, by the way. Got an offensive lineman in the first that we also needed. Plus, in the second round, we still got Joey Porter Jr. He was still there. Like I said he was going to be. Everybody thought I was dumb for saying wait till the second. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a wrestling fan. Well, at least I ain't a Cowboys fan. Now, not only do we got that going on, but tonight, on Friday Night Smackdown, we kick off night one of the WWE draft. Yes, a lot of drafting going on. I hope Uncle Sam don't come calling, because I tell you what. Anyways, for those of y'all that are new, what we do here on the Wrasslin Report Card is I take a wrestling show. I break down every match. I give them each a letter grade, and at the end, I tally them son bitches up to give that show its own report card. And the show for this episode is night one of the draft on Friday Night Smackdown. We have a ton of legends in the house, including Teddy Long, player. You know how mad he was when he found out The Undertaker couldn't be drafted. Not only him, but we got both Shawn Michaels, the Road Dogg, Jesse James, the Badass. Wait, no, he's over on AEW. Plus, we got one of the Freebird members and Rob Van Dam in the house. We got a rematch from night one of WrestleMania, as you got the tag team championships on the line as Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defending against the Usos. Plus, you got LA Knight. Yeah, he's in action tonight, as well as the return of the phenomenal AJ Styles. Yes, you heard that right. So as you can tell, we got a lot to talk about. Without further ado, go and buckle up your seatbelts. And let's get to grading, my guy. And kicking us off tonight to announce night one of the WWE draft is none other than the game, Triple H. Now, remember, for this draft, only half of the WWE roster is available, as well as certain NXT stars. I know Shawn Michaels is happy about that. However, to nobody's surprise, with the first overall pick of the 2023 WWE draft, Smackdown selects Roman Reigns, who brings along Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman. However, he didn't bring the Usos with him. Now, Raw follows that up with the second overall pick. They take Cody Rhodes. With the third pick, SmackDown selects the Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. And with the fourth and final pick of the first round, Monday Night Raw selects Becky Lynch. So there you have it. There's round one. But let's get into some action. Up next, from the Brawling Boots, we got Butch coming out as he's taking on LA Knight. Yeah, and what are we waiting for with my guy LA Knight? I mean, did you hear that crowd after he hit that beautiful superplex? And when that wasn't enough to keep old Butch down, Knight followed that up with some blunt force trauma, and ain't nobody kicking out of that, my guy. He picks up the 1, 2, 3, and for that match, I'ma slap a B on that sumbitch, and we gotta move on to round two of the draft. And coming out to make our picks for this round are WWE legends Rob Van Dam and the fabulous Freebird himself, Michael Hayes. So check this. My mom, who doesn't watch any wrestling, because she's an actual adult. Well, growing up back in the day, she was a Von Erich fan. And I guess one Sunday morning in a small town in Oklahoma at church, she sat behind one of the Freebirds, like her and her family. I tell you what, I can't make that up. But anyways, enough about that. Let's jump over to the second round with the fifth overall pick. Friday Night Smackdown selects the Street Profits. To follow that up with the sixth pick, Raw selects Gunther and Imperium. With the seventh pick, SmackDown selects, oh, you think you know me? That's right, Edge makes his long-awaited return to the Blue brand. And to final out the second round with the eighth pick, Monday Night Raw selects Matt Riddle. That's right. Well, enough with that. Let's get back into some action. Next up, we got a triple threat tag team match as the Street Profits make their first official match on SmackDown as they take on Braun Strowman and Ricochet, as well as the LWO. Now, this week, there's a funny moment between Braun and Ricochet, because when Braun Strowman picked Ricochet up and threw him, there was actually somebody there for him to hit this time. Now, I tell you what, as funny as that was, you really had guys flying all over the place in this one, but Ricochet hit the skies one too many times. That allowed Dawkins to capitalize. He hit a spine buster. Tez followed that up with a splash from the heavens, and ain't nobody kicking out of that, my guy. Impressive showing from the Street Profits. They pick up a win in their first match on SmackDown, and that was, I gotta say, that was a low-key banger right there. I'ma slap a B+ on that sumbitch. But up next, for the third round, we got JBL coming out to the ring with, hold on a minute, player, that's right, Teddy Long. And with the 9th overall pick in the WWE draft, SmackDown selects the almighty Bobby Lashley. And for Monday Night Raw, the 10th pick is Drew McIntyre. The 11th pick to SmackDown is the returning AJ Styles. That's right, and he's bringing the entire OC with him. And for the final pick of the 3rd round, going 12th overall, is The Miz back on Monday night. But next up, we jump over to the women's division as we got Zelina Vega going up against Sonya Deville. Now, thanks to Chelsea Green, Sonya was taking it to the #1 contender early on. But all it takes is 3 seconds, as you know, and after a quick roll-up, Vega gets the 1, 2, 3, but no time to celebrate, because right after the match, in comes the champ, the devastating Rhea Ripley, to lay the smackdown on Vega. However, Mommy got a little bit too cocky, and Zelina hit her ass with a slick DDT, sending the champ a message before their showdown next week at WWE Backlash in San Juan. Well, for that right there, I'm going to slap a C+ on that sumbitch, and we got to move on, because up next, we got the return of AJ Styles. He comes down, but before the Phenomenal One can say one word, the Viking Raiders came out, interrupted the OC, which, I mean, kind of rude in my opinion. Then AJ simply asked, "Are y'all here to fight?" And they didn't say no, so AJ stood back and said, "OC, handle your business." And so they did, and I guess AJ Styles ain't too hurt, because after he addressed the WWE Universe, that crazy sumbitch climbed the ropes and hit the phenomenal forearm before the OC just got up and walked off. And that's what I'm talking about right there. I'm going to slap a B- on that sumbitch. I can't wait to see what the OC does moving forward. And with AJ Styles and Roman Reigns finally on the same brand together, you know it's coming. And when it does, you know we eating, my guy. Well, hey, we got to move on to the 4th and final round of the draft, because up next, we got 2 members of DX coming out, as you got Shawn Michaels, and you didn't know, and the Road Dogg. Your ass better call somebody. Jesse James, that's right. And with the 13th overall pick, SmackDown selects Bayley along with Damage Control. 14th pick, Monday Night Raw selects Shinsuke Nakamura. And with the 15th pick, SmackDown selects the NXT Tag Team Champions, Dawn and Fire. And with the final televised pick, 16 overall, Monday Night Raw selects the NXT Women's Champion, Indy Hartwell. And Shawn Michaels, I know that women's division down there at NXT done took a hit, my guy. Now, afterwards, you had Shinsuke in the back being interviewed when that sack of shit Karrion Kross blindsided him for no reason. TikTok ain't shit but an app, my guy. Well, we got to keep moving on, because up next, that's enough of the talk, because it's time for the main event. In a WrestleMania Night 1 main event rematch, the Usos look to avenge their loss as they go against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for those undisputed unified WWE Tag Team titles. And I tell you what, they trying to become 9-time champs. Now, the Usos were laying the smackdown early on, but Kalo finally made it over to the corner, tagged in a fired up Sami Zayn, and business is picking up, my guy. And in the middle of this banger of a match, we go backstage. Paul Heyman gets what he says is the call, looks over at Solo and says, "Tonight is your night." And Solo's just sitting there taping up his thumb. What are they talking about? But as Solo walked out of the ring later on, out of nowhere, it's Matt Riddle, and he and Solo just go off backstage, brawling all over the place. But back in the ring, the Usos were having themselves a super kick party. But somehow, KO still managed to kick out after like 97 of them sumbitches. Now, as the Usos were going to set up the 1D, Sami yanked Jay out of the ring, and then boom, it's a stunner. Boom, haluva kick. Sami makes the cover on Jimmy, and 1, 2, 3, and still undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, as they now go back to back over the Usos. And I tell you what, I don't care who you are, that's impressive right there, brother. So for that main event, I'm gonna go ahead and slap an A- on that sumbitch. Now we gotta go over and grade the draft. And the most noticeable thing going on right now is the main event scene happening in SmackDown after night 1. You got Roman Reigns over there with the belts. Then you add in Edge, Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, plus Solo Sikoa's there, as well as Montez Ford, who I know WWE is ready to push. That main event scene is combustible. On the women's side, as of now, you've got Bianca and Damage Control. We're getting a little tired of that. And then you add in the NXT champs, Dawn and Fire. I don't know. Then we go over to the Raw side. On the mid side, you got Cody Rhodes, Gunther, Riddle, Drew McIntyre, The Miz, and Shinsuke. That's interesting. And on the women's side, they went with Becky Lynch and the NXT champion, Indy Hartwell. We'll see how that goes. We're going to have to see what happens on Monday. So for the WWE Draft Night 1, I'm going to go with a B+ on that sumbitch. I mean, you got to give it credit, man. The legends that came out tonight were awesome, my guy. Well, we've gotten to that part of the show where we got all the grades in. Now let's take a look at that report card. After tallying everything up, we came out with a final letter grade of a B. That's right, 85%. What an exciting night 1 of the draft. I can't wait to see what unfolds Monday and to see what the picture's like moving forward. Well, as y'all know, I'm your host, Cody. I want to thank all 12 of y'all that's still tuned in. If you haven't already, man, subscribe to the channel. You can like the videos. You can comment about how dumb everything I say is. Trust me, I know. I can't stand this guy either. Well, I also want to give a shout out to my guy, OG Bobby Knifehawk. You know where to find him on SoundCloud. Other than that, I'm signing off. I hope all you beautiful folks stay safe out there and have a nice day.